task is done. The sounds of gunfire echo through the halls behind you. You press forward, a sea of blood and corpses in your wake. So far, so good. Now all that you need to contend with is a police station, overflowing with SDU officers, all of whom want you dead. The motor pool seems like the best way out. Plenty of cover, and a straight exit to the docks where Jomo is waiting to extract you. Shu is deathly silent as you descend towards the motor pool. Her eyes narrow to slits. As the door swings open and you step out into the light, you steel yourself for whatever comes next. Oh, we start with combat, okay. So you got two of you. Gobbets should probably hide first. And haste me. Do I have enough? I do not have enough movement. Well, since it's gonna be like this, I have to spend 1 point anyway. Oh no! I didn't realize that's not gonna give me that much. No. If anything, I should probably do this then. Wait, how are you not... Whatever. Marker. Charging system. Let's have Koshi activate that thing. This access panel appears to serve as the user interface for the multiple charging grids, a small display and a backlit keyboard have been mounted to the machine. Judging by what you can see on the display, it looks like the whole system has been password locked. Well, apparently a drone doesn't have drone control. Okay, we're gonna have Rack to do this. This lady here, though. Wait, just 1 damage? That's surprising. Oh hey, what's up? Oh, that's not good. Isabel, murder this guy. Why do I only have 3 points now? I should have 4. I'm hasted right now. Let's get armor off of this guy. Rewind the control panel to override the password. Okay, and search the system for something that I can use. A few minutes of sifting through menu screens is enough to convince you of 2 things. 1, that the designers of a system value flexibility over security, and 2, that the firmware itself is way more powerful than a typical end user would need. With a flip of a few switches and the disengagement of a few safeties, you could probably melt the entire grid down. You can even use it from a distance if you route it short to your PDA first. Okay. With the flip of a few switches, you reroute the system to accept your PDA as an input. In theory, you should now be able to overload the multiple charging units with a touch of a button. And that's good because... why? Got his leg. Go for a headshot then. Push the win for that one. It was dumb, but whatever. Oh, she did. Nice. Oh, we can overload all of them. Oh, that's good. Let's have everyone go a little bit more this way. I'm guessing I'm just supposed to be going this way. Well, I only have 2 points right now. Okay, they're going from here. It's fine, that's fine. Come closer. I'm gonna overload these bikes here. Seems like a good idea. Well, that's not what I wanted. But that's okay. Gobet, please heal me. Nice. Yeah, Ratchet doesn't have too much movement, huh? That's okay. That was a very useful thing you did. Oh, I didn't realize there's a thing here. That's still fine. We can make these guys explode all over. Missed me. You missed me. Oh yeah, come closer. I got blocked. Do they really have... Oh yeah, I am on fire. I'm on fire. Okay, let's blow up this guy. I mean, I have enough points to actually go and attack this guy, which is curious. Let's have you go this way. Inactivate you. Oh, there's no movement. Okay, there's nothing we can do there. Wasn't there a guy just like right here? Where is he? Did he die? No, what happened to him? I didn't see him. You're dead. Hopefully you're dead too. You only have like 2 hit points. Let me smack him. 5 points here. Sure. But 91% chance to hit, so should be okay. Oh, outer line sight, okay. Hopefully they are not gonna smack me, because that would kind of suck a little bit. Oh yeah, where was he? I didn't see him. Okay, everyone can just do this. We're fine. That's a really useful thing. Turn off control mode. Oh, we have to do this. It's kind of dumb how we have to click it on Koshi instead of simply going do it with Rakta. Oh, I'm sorry, Koshi. I forgot about this. Okay, let's go. I'm fairly certain that it's not going to take us too much to finish this game. The pirate beams a brilliant smile at you. Ah, you return. And the lovely Senior Inspector Chu is with you. Are you ready to go, my friends? Yeah, there's patrol boats on the way. He throws back his head and laughs. Marine region patrol boats wallow like pigs in shit. We will run circles around them. Get to it then. Go! Gemma offers her a mocking half-bow, leans into the drunken mistake and punches a button. The entire boat begins to vibrate as the craft's engines roar to life. Let's climb in and buckle up yourselves. Buckle yourselves down then. This will be a bumpy ride. Okay. Oh wait, oh. I just moved by here. That's kind of cool. Water lashes your face as Gemmo opens the drunken mistake's throttle. The boat bounces over the surface of the water like a skipping stone, half jolting you out of your seat every time it splashes down. Gemmo's voice roars out over the din in a sing-song cadence, joyously barking out a song in Indonesian. Aku seorang kapten, mempunyai pedang panjang. He pumps his fist in the air, vigorously swinging some imaginary object overhead. Hello, berjalan, brok. Aku seorang kapitan. Oh, he sounds happy. Jomo is happy. You must all join in celebrating his triumph. Our pursuers are shaken, thrown from our trail like a bucket of piss from a poor man's window. And now your glorious Capitan will have you back to your impound yard, where you must feast and drink to his success. Chu holds up her hand. Wait, the impound yard is compromised. Crate's people might have it surrounded already. We can't go back there. Yeah, she's right. Lamb was a mole and part of Crate's conspiracy. They're gonna know everything that he did. Jomo nods, a grave look on his face. I know a place. Somewhere the HKPF cannot approach by land, air or sea. Jomo will take you there, and then you'll try very hard to talk his way out of suffering the consequences. Oh, where's he gonna take us? The Benteng. The drunken mistake's turbocharged motors churn through the open water, leaving a trail of frothy sea behind you. The Aberdeen docks quickly recede into the distance, and Jomo powers you steadily deeper into international waters. In the back of the boat, Chu stands alone, one hand cupped over her ear, shouting into her comlink. You can't make out what she's saying over the roar of the drunken mistakes engines, but from the expression on her face, it isn't going well. Jomo throttles down the engines, nervously staring into the water just beyond the speedboat's hull. You soon discover why. Sea mines. With careful precision, the pirate steers the nimble craft around them, aided only by his skill in a handful of Indonesian curses. As Jomo pilots you through the minefield, a jagged shape in the distance begins to grow larger. It's huge, a slab-like ship surrounded by a number of smaller vessels, draining the pirates. You step onto the converted barge with unsteady legs. The deck rocks with the roiling motion of the waves, and you can hear the slap of water against the hull below your feet. The air here is permeated with the smells of engine oil and diesel fumes, all intermixed with the sweat of sailors and the sweet aroma of roasting amberjack. Welcome aboard Benteng, the jewel of the Lohojoa fleet. He flashes you a brilliant smile. You will be safe here, safer than you were in the impound yard in Hioi, or at your mother's teat. Nothing enters these waters without Captain Utama's permission. Actually, Crate and her people don't need to enter the water to hurt us. They have aircraft and drones at their disposal. And that worries you? Take it from me, it shouldn't. Jomo swings his arm out in a grand sweeping gesture. Look around you, see for yourself. In the distance, a cluster of enormous guns rise from the Benteng's deck. Heavy artillery, coupled with a group of old model Aris CWIS systems. Millions of Nuyen worth of restricted military hardware, all mounted to a creaking barge with the resale value of a mid-range sedan. The seabed beneath your feet is littered with the carcasses of countless drones and aircraft. He pumps his arms excitedly, mimicking the action of a cannon firing on an airborne target. They all meet their doom under the roar of the Benteng's mighty guns. Sheets of flying lead tore winds from fuselages, ripped through cockpits, shredded parachutes to tattered rags. And the waters that she protects are no safer for our enemies. Envision the seabed far beneath our feet. He sweeps his arm low towards the waves on the far horizon. New life springs from the bones of the patrol craft. Coral of 1,000 hues, sprouting like wheat from the bloated bodies of those fools who have dared to trespass here. Our minds make short work of those who approach by sea. An elvish crewman steps forward and clasps a hand onto the orc's shoulder. His voice comes out in a breathy rumble. Jomo speaks the truth, Shadowrunner. Nothing can approach this ship and live. Actually, you know what? I don't doubt it. That's some impressive hardware. His smile broadens. Perceptive, I like that. Captain Utama is waiting for you below decks. In your place, I would not keep her waiting long. Jomo favors the pirate with a nod. Tug speaks the truth, friends. Captain Utama is a delightful woman, possessed of many virtues, but patience is not one of them. We should be on our way. What about my crew? They will wait for you in that rusted hulk that you call a home. The one that the corporate people towed here. He jerks a thumb over his shoulder. It's over there. The Kraken is here, but she isn't seaworthy. How did you... I made some calls. Chu rubs her temples, squinting. She looks exhausted. Amazing how much freight you can move with a tugboat and a couple of industrial lifting airframes. It must be nice, being able to call in favors from a megacorp on a whim. Oh, actually Duncan is here. And that's Gaichu. Everyone's here, okay. It didn't happen on a whim, believe me. My relationship with corporate is beyond strength at the moment. We can talk with your friends later. Now go to Utama and be quick about it. I'll tell you this for your own good. Yeah, wait for me at the Kraken. We're gonna catch up after I'm done with the tour. As you say, my friend. Taps a cigarette out of the pack of his breast pocket. In his breast pocket. I shall inspect the Kraken and see if anything was damaged during transit. Jomo gives you a nod. Chew, Fist, you're with me. We have a captain to meet. Oh, I'll tell. I'll have to wait. So all of the guys are here too. The quartermaster's gonna be here. We should go to meet the captain first, though. And then I can explore a little bit. Oh, hey there, Captain. A withered stroll with a relaxed posture and a commanding presence dominates the cabin. Her face is serious, but her dual-colored eyes glint with curiosity as she runs them over you. It is my honor to introduce you to Captain Utama, our most gracious and benevolent host. Jomo bows deeply. My Captain, I thank you for your generous hospitality. I remain your humble servant and offer my deepest respect. No, but I really like the design. She steps forward and places a gnarled hand on Jomo's shoulder. Straighten your damn back, Jomo. Pay your respects if you must, but I have no use for men who bow and scrape. Jomo's back snaps straight, and he hurriedly retreats to his original position. His smile remains as relaxed as ever, but you can't help but notice the bead of perspiration that traces its way down his forehead. The captain shifts her gaze to you, studying your face through eyes the color of dirty ice. A smile slowly creeps across her face, twisting the scar across her lips into a second grin. As for you, Shadowrunner, you are welcome aboard the Benteng. Mind my rules and you may stay here for as long as you wish. Lovely ship. Does the main Benteng mean anything? I think it does. I think I heard this word sometime in the past, but I don't know what it means. In my native tongue, it means fortress, an appropriate name given the arsenal at her disposal. Here, you will be safe from the HKPF. To enter these waters uninvited is to plunge headfirst into a meat grinder. A fact that the police know all too well. Savor this moment, Fist. You're looking at the end result of me calling in the very last of my favors with corporate. The scarred troll's smile broadens. And they paid me well, friend. Very well indeed. Now, before you get settled in, there is a small matter that we must discuss. Yeah, sure. She rests her hands on her hips. This is my ship. Your friend here has paid your passage, yes. But if you prove to be a destructive presence on this vessel, I will not hesitate to have you tossed overboard. Unless you relish the idea of swimming with awakened sharks and active minds, you will mind your manners during your stay. Oh yeah, sure, I'm gonna stay out of your sailor's hair. I certainly hope so. You wouldn't be the first guest that I've had to put over the side. All of the splashing, the screaming, it's quite distracting for the men working on deck. They won't make a peep, Captain Utama, I promise. This is gonna be home for the foreseeable future, Fist. We've got nowhere else to go, and I'm fresh out of strings to pull. We get Mitsuhama something that they can use, something irrefutable, or we resign ourselves to life on the open sea. Okay, let's find them something they can use. That's right, we do. And we start with Lamb's PDA. Meet me at my command trailer. We're gonna crack that thing, and we're going to find some answers. Should we take, like, Isabel with us? Hello, Captain. What's up? The Captain's wheelhouse is surprisingly warm, despite its coldly utilitarian interior. Sounds of a sea breeze outside roll over the cabin, and a soft whistle hums through the cluttered room. You find Utama standing near a makeshift wet bar. Crates and tool chests loaded full of liquor bottles, all piled onto a coffee table that sags under their weight. The captain swirls a clear, yellow-tinted liquid around the interior of a thick glass. You watch her grab a pinch of what looks like salt from a small open dish and carefully sprinkle it into the cup. Her voice is hard when she addresses you, but her eyes remain locked on the drink, which she continues to swish around and around in ever-tightening circles. Getting acquainted with the Benteng, are we? She holds the glass up to her nose and inhales. Satisfied? She takes a sip, her eyes flash towards you. Good. I hate drinking alone. She motions towards the wet bar with her elbow. Water? Yeah, I'll have what you're having. A bemused grin erases the captain's scarred face. Oh, are you sure? No questions asked. Sure, lay it on me. Utama swirls the liquid inside her glass, then tilts it your way. Have at it. Let's smell the drink first. Her eyebrows raise. You're cautious. Good for you. You'll outlive most of our crew with that attitude. So what do you think? Very nice. Fresh breasts, I'm assuming, judging by the colour and viscosity. I'd guess that this was sourced from a farming region inside Hong Kong. Tama claps her hands on your shoulder. You're correct, of course. Guava juice, freshly pressed from fruit grown in the Yuen Long district. I respect a man who knows his fruit. Extravagances such as this serve us well on the open sea. Scurvy is no joke, after all. She takes a slow sip of her drink. With a smack of her lips, she tilts her head towards you and stares at you through her dual-colored eyes. So what brings you here? Something on your mind, Shadowrunner? Yeah, I noticed a small saucer of powder on the wet bar. What's that? Tama sniffs loudly in through her nose, studies you for a moment before replying. What do you think it is? I don't know. Salt? She wrinkles her nose in disgust. This looked like a nightclub to you? We don't garnish our drinks with sugar or salt out here. There's no better way of identifying the shit you drink than the size of the crap pile it's buried under. She rubs her hand along the back of her neck. Look, I've spent the better part of my life on the open ocean. They say when you first start sailing, you have to earn your sea legs, otherwise the rolling sickness will get you. I never did that, never had to. I had my sea legs from the first time I set foot on a boat, then realized that it could catch up to you though. It seems that as I get older, my stomach rolls with the waves more and more. She points towards the powder in the saucer. It's an anti-emetic, keeps me from turning green on the job. You never find yourself in need of some. Oh, you haven't. You help yourself to my stash. But don't overdo it, a little goes a long way. What's it like to be a female pirate? About the same as being a male pirate. It's like 2056. There its ups and downs. Many sailing men, captains and crew alike, view female seafarers with a critical eye. They are always at a disadvantage. The glare has never landed on me from has even landed on me from time to time. Never mind the fact that I'm one of the best damned sea captains ever to grace the ports of a sorry planet. I have to make a display of my power before I am assumed to have it. On the other hand, in that same vein, We're often underestimated. This can work to our advantage. I'll never demean myself to gain the upper hand, but I will use a man's idiocy against him to my own benefit. There's no shame in that. At the end of the day, I wouldn't change things. It's a good life, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. Okay, bye-bye. Andre. Hello, Andre. Racks of medical supplies and cybernetic components line the walls of this room. Across the doorway, heavy-duty instruments are crammed together to conserve as much space as possible. Many of them look neglected, with a fine layer of dust and grime coating every raised surface. Other implements have clearly seen such regular use that they appear polished from all the handling. A man stands towards the left side of the room. He wears a fitted, high-collared coat that looks like it gives him a lot of movement room and a flexibility in his arms. A virtual retinal display hangs over his right eye, highlighting it in yellow. Greets you with a nod and a quick smile. Welcome. He studies your face. You're new around here, I take it? Without waiting for an answer, he continues. The name's Andre, and I'm in the ware business. I got a large inventory if you're interested in buying. You have a minute? Andre's eyes narrow. He takes a half step back, a cautious look on his face. Yes? What kind of answers? Who are you? Actually, probably not who you think I am. I'm a Shadowrunner, interested in the Benting's crew, that's all. The man visibly relaxes. He breathes out through his mouth and finishes the gesture with a smile. Sorry about that. Those who roll with pirates often have long histories of their own. As a runner, I'm sure you're all too familiar with that fact. I meant no offense. Yeah, that makes sense. I know what it's like. He runs a hand behind his neck, carefully considering his next words. Slowly he responds, Yeah, I suppose that if you're here, you would. It isn't a terribly exciting story. Let's just say that I've got a few creditors after my ass. And leave it at that. So how'd you end up here? Oh, wait, let me guess. The Jeholowas offered you sanctuary. Anyway, he lets out a sigh. Perhaps I should just tell you the story from the beginning. It will make more sense that way. I was a physician back in Russia. Worked in a trauma ward, and it was an emotionally grueling profession. One thing led to another, and it wasn't long before I found myself hooked on BTO chips. That's where the debt comes in. A lot of debt. So much that there was no way I could pay it all back in my lifetime. Given my options, I decided that a do-over was in order, so I left my old life behind. Well, I tried to at least. It seemed that no matter where I went, my creditors were always right on my tail, all the way up until I fled to Indonesia. He smiles weakly. There I met the glorious Captain Utama and her sailors. The rest is history. So what did your recruitment here end up costing you? You're a sharp one. Nothing comes free, eh? The price of my asylum here was 10 years of indentured service as the Benteng's onboard cyber surgeon. At the time, I thought the deal manageable, but my continuing habit has since driven those years of service up to 30. Truth is, I may die before I ever repay the captain, but let me tell you, indentured service among the Lahojoas beats the hell out of being a debtor back in the motherland. He looks contentedly around the medical bay. I've got more here than I could ever hoped in my old life. And how are you getting along with the pirates? I've gotten used to them, and they've gotten used to me. They can be real slave drivers at times, but at their core, they're decent people. They may have laid claim to me for the rest of my natural life, but at least they wouldn't mark a man to death. He chuckles. Well, not quickly anyway. It sounds like things worked out. You're right, and for that I'm grateful. He snaps out of his nostalgia and stands up straight. His tone becomes businesslike again. Anyway, is this something that I can get you while you're here? Yeah, first of all, I want to sell all of the junk that I have. That's a minigun, right? I'm gonna keep the RS. Sell all of a grenade. All of the drugs. Just keep this thing. And my thing... Actually, you know what? I can keep the premium med kits. Why not? Wait, I have to have Biotech 3 to be able to use them? Ah. Oh wait, these are different. I mean, sure, I have so much money, I don't really care. Arcan is missing. I don't think... I don't think I should probably have this item. What about Cyberware? I don't think there's anything that costs me 0 without screwing me over in any way. See you later, alligator. I have 13 karma. I should probably invest in something. I could go for close combat. Or strength for close combat, so I could go for that. Okay. Next is gonna cost me 10. Yeah, we're good. This does increase my chance to hit with melee weapons, so... it's pretty okay.